Chapter 39. As they reached for the condiments, bread, cheese, and sandwich meat, a sense of unease began to settle in the air. The dimly lit aisles of the grocery store seemed to grow darker as they made their way towards the juice and soda section. Their footsteps echoed ominously. With a growing sense of dread, they tried to plan out what supplies they would need to survive for the next few days. Little did they know that their biggest threat was not the scarcity of food, but the undead that lurked in the shadows of the store. The moment they approached the beer aisle, the silence was shattered by the guttural moans of 3 zombies emerging from the darkness. Adelmo was caught off guard, his heart pounding in his chest as the creatures lunged toward him, knocking him to the ground. It was then that Lana, with a swift and deadly strike, managed to decapitate one of the zombies, the blade stopping just inches from Adelmo's face, showering him in a gruesome spray of blood. Adelmo hastily wiped the blood off his face, only to realize that the menacing blade was perilously close to striking him. With lightning-fast reflexes, he expertly swung the weapon, effortlessly slicing through the bodies of the 2 approaching zombies, causing a gruesome shower of blood and leaving them lifeless on the ground. A surge of adrenaline coursed through his veins as his eyes widened in astonishment at his own prowess. Reacting swiftly, he kicked the remaining zombie off him, ensuring his own survival in this nightmarish battle. Adelmo jumped to his feet in a panic, exclaimed, "Whoa, that was too close for comfort. Please don't swing that sword in my direction." Lana responded urgently. "What else was I supposed to do? There was a zombie right on top of you. I had to act fast." Adelmo nodded, still shaken. "I understand, but you were dangerously close to slicing my head off." Lana looked down guiltily. "I'm sorry, I'll be more cautious next time. I just couldn't bear to see you get hurt." Adelmo noticed her remorse and embraced her, reassuring, "It's okay. Thank you for coming to my rescue." Lana gazed at Adelmo and leaned in to kiss him, prompting Sierra to think to herself, "Oh, enough with the kissing already." After collecting the necessary food, they made their way toward the car and immediately noticed the darkness that had enveloped the surroundings. Adelmo expressed his relief, spoke as they walked toward the vehicle. "I am so glad this day is finally over." Lana felt the exhaustion from the chaotic day they had, replied, "I completely agree. I desperately need some rest." As they reached the car, they carefully placed their items inside and prepared to head back to their room. The absence of any movement from the zombies caught Lana's attention while they were driving. Puzzled, she asked, "Where did they all go? It's strange not to see at least one while we're on the road." Adelmo explained, "After careful observation, I have reached the conclusion that these creatures only emerge when the sun is shining. Even on days with heavy cloud cover, they remain still and inactive. This leads me to believe that the sun's rays warm their bodies, enabling their hearts to pump and their blood to warm and thin out, thus restoring their ability to move." Lana expressed her intrigue by saying, "Fascinating. So these entities are completely distinct from the conventional zombies, right?" Adelmo confirmed by responding, "Absolutely. They bear no resemblance to them whatsoever. They are not caused by any sort of infection, and they do not have the ability to spread." Lana, feeling optimistic, remarked, "In that case, it shouldn't be too challenging to eliminate them, as long as we are able to locate all of them." Adelmo agreed, stating, "Indeed, it won't be difficult at all." They finally arrived at their hotel and eagerly took their belongings into their room. With a sense of relief, they started unpacking and organizing their stuff, making the room feel more like their own. Adelmo, feeling a bit shy and anxious, turned to Lana and gently brought up the sleeping arrangements. He suggested, Since there isn't a third bed, it's up to you. You can have the other bed and I can sleep on the couch, or—" Pause for a moment. Adelmo gathered his courage and continued, "We could share the bed." Lana's eyes lit up with excitement as she spoke. "You know, it would be amazing if we could share the bed together. But of course, the decision is entirely up to you." Sierra interrupted with a playful smirk, exclaiming, "Oh, come on now. It's obvious that you two are head over heels for each other." Quit beating around the bush and just share the bed already. It's not that difficult, you know? Both Adelmo and Lana gazed at her in astonishment as she revealed what she had done. Adelmo broke the silence and acknowledged, "All right, I see your point." He then walked toward Lana, gently taking her hands into his own, and adds, "I would love to sleep beside you, but I don't want to make you uncomfortable." Lana appreciated his concern and responded, "I understand and I appreciate your thoughtfulness, but I would actually enjoy having you next to me." Adelmo's face lit up with a smile as he agreed, "All right then, it's settled. We'll share the bed." Adelmo addressed everyone in the room and announced, "I'm going to take a quick shower and then get into bed. Sierra, feel free to do whatever you want, whether it's eating or watching television that you may not understand." Adelmo swiftly entered the shower, efficiently cleaned himself, and promptly exited to dry off. After dressing himself, he casually strolled out of the bathroom, announcing the availability of the shower to others. He then settled into bed, ready to relax for the evening. Lana followed after Adelmo into the bathroom, feeling a bit grimy and in need of a refreshing shower before bedtime. She took her time to thoroughly clean up before joining Adelmo in bed, feeling clean and comfortable. Meanwhile, Sierra is in the kitchenette preparing a meal for herself, enjoying the quiet ambience with the television on in the background at a low volume. She took her time to savor her food while unwinding after a long day. Lana and Adelmo snuggled up tightly together, finding comfort in each other's presence as they drifted off into a deep slumber. In the realm of their shared dreams, Adelmo rushed to his grandfather's side, determined to protect him from the relentless onslaught of zombies. However, despite his valiant efforts, Adelmo arrived too late and witnessed the horrifying scene unfold before his eyes. The zombies mercilessly tear his grandfather apart, causing blood to gush onto the ground, staining it crimson. Some of the zombies, in a grotesque display, took bites out of his lifeless body, only to succumb to a mysterious poison and perish. Adelmo, fueled by a mix of determination and grief, swiftly eliminated every last zombie, but his heart shattered as he realized that, even in his dreams, he couldn't save his beloved grandfather. This haunting reminder served as a painful testament to his perceived failure in preventing this tragedy. As he collapsed to the ground, tears streaming down his face, Lana rushed over to him and began to gently rub his back, offering words of comfort. "Adelmo, it's going to be all right." Adelmo turned to Lana, his eyes filled with emotion, and embraced her tightly, seeking solace in her presence. With their eyes closed, they both shared a moment of connection, feeling the warmth of each other's touch. When they finally opened their eyes and released their embrace, they find themselves in a different location in Germany, bewildered and unsure of how they got there. Confusion set in as they try to make sense of their sudden relocation, wondering what will happen next and why they have been brought to this new place. The observers gazed upon a towering structure adorned with 6 sturdy pillars. Its grandeur reached toward the heavens. Atop this magnificent edifice, they spotted what appeared to be a chariot being pulled by 4 majestic horses, with a figure standing proudly upon it. However, due to the immense height, it was difficult to discern the exact details. As their eyes scanned the surroundings, they noticed a distressing sight: a young girl trapped amidst the intricate architecture, seemingly surrounded and in need of assistance. Recognizing her from a previous encounter, they hastened towards her, driven by a desire to lend a helping hand. As they approached the girl, their attention was captivated by her remarkable display of swordsmanship skills, honed through countless battles against the relentless horde of zombies. Amidst the chaos, a single zombie managed to seize hold of her, sinking its teeth into her flesh. However, to their astonishment, the zombie's body convulses uncontrollably before collapsing lifelessly to the ground. It is as if the bite had triggered a strange reaction, causing the undead creature to suffer a sudden demise. Adelmo, one of the observers, found himself perplexed by this unexpected turn of events. Suddenly, both individuals awakened from their slumber, finding themselves in an upright position. Their eyes meet, filled with a mixture of curiosity and apprehension, as they ponder the significance of the vivid dream they just experienced. The question lingered in their minds. Will the events they witnessed in their dream unfold once again, mirroring the occurrences of the previous day? Uncertainty hangs in the air, leaving them both with a sense of anticipation and a desire to unravel the mysteries that lie ahead.